What shape's that called?
Trapezium?
I think there's people out there too that call it a trapezoid. Trapezium. What do I always say? Ready for it? What shape traps people more than any other? By the way, what shape of high level comes up really commonly and kids have completely forgotten how to do it? Trapezium. Now, I think some people call it a trapezoid. Now, Callum, let's see if we can get why is a trapezium a trapezium? What feature makes it a trapezium? Do you know?
Well, it's like a triangle but with a flat top.
Yes, it is like a triangle with a flat top. There's one important feature about the triangle with a flat top. This line here is parallel to
The bottom.
that one there. Yes,
What would the formula be for a circle?
for a circle. Pi times the radius again. So we'll do the circles next. Let's see if we can get you going on the trapezium.
Pi squared. Did you do that?
No. So pi squared will change it completely. That's the radius times about 3. That's a bit more than 3. Let's have a look at trapezium. So Leah, Calvin, I reckon you get to a test and you won't remember what that shape is and why. So it's got those two lines are like railway tracks.
Yeah.
Go over this one over here. Those two lines are there like railway tracks. Now, in the moment, I'm doing two of the same. I'm not turning them sideways, I'm not making them look weird. So, the ones that are parallel are called A and B. I call them the railway tracks.
Yeah.
So if you get on a train and the train's going in a straight line, the lines are
Right.
parallel. You right? So look at these two lines here, like say, and even on a sheet, those two lines there are parallel. They stay the same distance apart all the way through. I can grab any shape anywhere. I can look, oh, there's even better. Look on the screen. There's parallel lines. There's parallel lines. And look at the distance between them. It's about that. Oh, that's a fluke. Look at that. Happens to be about the pen. It's staying the same all the way through. Now, before I answer your question, if that's staying the same all the way through, that's called the height.
Yeah.
So I can grab my ruler before I get to your question, Lee. And I can say, what's the height? How far between those two? Can you read it from back there? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 11, 12, it's about 13 centimetres.
Yeah.
So from there to there is about 13 centimetres. This one tells us there to there is 6 metres. You know what I like about this diagram? Is this is all pretty realistic. But you know what trick students? It's got the 6 for that one and it's got the 6 for that one. Now I can go on for ages about what the formula is and why it works and everything. I do tend with this one, Calvin, just to get people to memorise the formula. Interesting part in Western Australia, this is written on the formula sheet even for year 12s. What's between the half and the bracket? What are A and the B?
1.6.
Yep, and the?
6.
And the 6. And if we multiply it by height, before you give me the number, what is the height defined as?
6. Well,
The distance between the
base.
rail, yep, and the, yeah. So it's the distance between the parallel lines. So that's going to be a 6. Now, you can pop them all in. Now, you could if you wanted to, let's say it was easier numbers, you could go a half by 7.6 by 6. So that was an easier number, but also in the year 12 exams, you can expect it to do numbers like that without a calculator. So what have we got? So can you press 0.5 for a half? Times 7.6 times 6.
Yep.
What do you get?
22.8.
Yeah. So I wonder what you were doing before. If you did this one here, say you press 0.5 times, press the bracket. 1.6 plus 6, close the bracket, times 6.
22.8.
You come now. So go over this one for a second. Matilda. Ready? You can talk soft if you want. What's between the half and the bracket? What symbol? Times. So the formula is a half times bracket. A and B are the parallel lines. So A and B are the parallel lines. What I do to help people memorise railway tracks. So it doesn't matter which one's A. I'm going to put that one as A. I'm going to put that one as B. What's between the bracket and the H? I've already written it there. Another. So when two things are written next to each other, it means times in maths. Unless you're writing numbers. Now it's different. So that's times y. Now, the height is the distance between the two railway tracks. Whether the tracks are that way or that way or that way, it's still the height between them. So the height for this one is? 9. So, if you had to do this without a calculator, you've got to do the brackets first. So then you go 10.9 and 3.3. I go 9 and 3 is 12, there's the 12. 3 and 1 is 4, that's 14.2. And then it would be horrible to have to do that without a calculator. It's not too bad. Callum, what's a half of 14.2?
7.1.
Brilliant. And then times 9, that would be harder to do. But if we went 7.1 times 9, 9 ones are 9, 9 sevens are, do you know year 9 sevens?
6, 3.
Got it? There's one decimal in the calculation, so there's one decimal in the answer. But most of the time in our test, we're going to allow you to use a calculator and you'd have your kilometre square.